Howdy everybody, this is Mark from Hoosier Life. Welcome to the channel. We're in the shop today and it's freezing. So I hope you can hear me over my heater. I've moved it as far away as I can. But we're down to about 30 degrees up here in Northeast Indiana. And that's actually a warm up from the last few days and from the next few days. We're supposed to be down in the single digits with wind chills down 30 below come tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So trying to get this video out. This is a different type of video for me. I don't think I've ever done anything like this, but my buddy down in Florida, Ricky Wallace Knifeworks is his channel, and I'll try to put it down in the description. He tagged me in a video, and the video is Get to Know Me Challenge in 2025. So I don't think I've done anything like this in the past, and we'll just do it real quick. It's not going to be a long video, but I got some questions here. I got them in my book so I remember them, and we'll just dive right in. How about that? I really appreciate you coming. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Going to be some more content coming out as soon as the weather cooperates. Today I'll be talking about what I'll be doing here in a little bit, but let's get started. How did I pick my channel name? Well, that's an interesting question because my channel name has morphed with several of my interests. Now, I created this YouTube channel mainly for my kids and potential grandkids, that they'll have that. They can always watch, see what I was interested in, things I've done over the years. I've had a channel for a long time. Never really pursued any kind of monetization or anything like that. But I think when I started, it was my name or something like that. I can't even recall. And then I can't remember which came first, but I got into pipe smoking. And so for a while I ran it as Hoosier Piper. And then I was into homesteading and things like that. Joined a whole big group of people doing that, you know, and it was Hoosier Homestead and Hares, or Hares and Homestead, or something, because I was raising rabbits. And so I really had a big focus on my rabbit raising that I did. I had lots of rabbits. Actually started out, we were just going to do some 4-H stuff with one of my kids, and turned into a big meat operation, and did it for years. But now my kids are grown, and I just, you know, the winter is the hardest part with any kind of animals up here. So I just don't do anything right now. Now I do have some ideas for the future, but that may, we'll just show it up when that happens. Eventually I just chose Hoosier Life because I figured that covers everything I do. So I might have a video of something I'm pipe smoking and share that, or share some of the other interests I have, and it may be homesteading, it may be other stuff. But Hoosier Life kind of covers it all, and I try to show what it's like just live up here in Northeast Indiana day to day. So that's how I picked my YouTube channel name. Well, how old am I? Well, I'm 32 plus about 25 years. So I'm about 57 years old, and got a birthday coming up here. So that's how old I am. How tall am I? Well, I'm about 5'10", and I'm just a little short guy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I'm glad they didn't ask how much I weigh, because I'd hate to have to fudge on that one too. What is my favorite New Year's tradition? Now, I really thought about this one because I don't have one. Used to be when we had kids, we'd stay up, you know, to midnight, watch the ball fall, and we'd have special snacks and stuff like that. But nowadays the kids are all grown and doing their own thing, and I was in bed probably by 9 or 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve. I don't really have a New Year's tradition. I do kind of assess where I'm at every year, and at beginning of the year is always a good time for me to do that and just determine, you know, is there anything I need to work on or work towards, and that's kind of it. It's kind of boring, I guess. My favorite color is black. I just like black. My wife likes black, and so that's what we kind of focus on there. Favorite animal. I'll post at the end of this video, hopefully either some pictures or video. Right now I have a German Shepherd dog. His name is Gunny. He's blind, but he's a character. He navigates our house really well. He actually navigates back my property really well. As long as you're not moving stuff around, he does really good. But I love dogs. I've had a dog most of my life. And Gunny is my German Shepherd, and I always wanted a German Shepherd. About 4 or 5 years ago, we were able to get Gunny. He wasn't blind at the time. He's got some issues with his eyes, obviously, and he's got some other health issues. But yeah, that's my favorite animal. My favorite hobby. Well, my favorite hobby. I got several hobbies that I work on. I gotta be careful. I'm not a woodworker, but I like doing woodworking. I'm not a blacksmith, but I love to forge. I do some carving. This is a little guy I'm working on right now. Kind of a little hippie dude with one of those hats that got the big ears on it. One of the big things that I'm into right now is firearms. This year 2024, I really got into pistols. You probably see that in my most recent videos. The one that I'm carrying right now is it's an HK VP9. That's what I carry. It's a 9mm. I was just out at the range today, but the reason I went out to the range is because I just picked up a new pistol. This is a Canik Meta MC9L. It's got a Hollow Sun 507K optic on it. It's got no light, and it's got a laser on there. I don't know if you can see that. Red dot. I don't know how you can see that. No, this is unloaded. Just everybody chill. But yeah, really big into firearms. Just picked that one up today, and I actually put another one on layaway. I'll talk more about that in a future video. But yeah, I got a lot of different hobbies. I love gardening. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Anything outdoors, love to do, hunt, fish. But when I'm at the house and I don't have anything else to do, I'm usually out here in the shop doing some woodworking or forging. My favorite food. Well, my wife is a tremendous cook, and anything she makes, I'll eat. It's all good. I'm not a picky eater. I've lived around the world, worked in several different countries, and I've never been a picky eater. But my wife makes a killer lasagna, and whenever she makes that, I just can't get enough of that. But anything my wife's cooking, I'm eating. So, do I have another channel? No, I do not. I don't do enough on this channel. I can't keep up with another one. My favorite thing to grow. Now, I love gardening, and I love tomatoes, and grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, any kind of tomato. I'm always experimenting with different types, different colors, purple, reds, yellows. Love it. Love all the tomatoes, and we eat a lot of fresh vegetables when it's spring and summertime. But we typically now, we used to have a huge garden. We grow all kinds of stuff. But now with just my wife and I, we've kind of toned it down a little bit. And we'll grow peppers and green beans and tomatoes. And then if I get a burr under my saddle, I may grow something else. But those are my favorites. Love fresh fruit and vegetables. My favorite song. Now, I don't really have a favorite song. I'll talk about one that I really like, but my favorite music, I listen to all kinds of music, but my favorite music is kind of outlaw country. Nothing that you ever hear on a country radio station, at least around here. You may hear it down south, but like Jamie Johnson, Oliver Anthony music, I like that. Randy Hauser, I think his name is. Yeah, I like all that. You know, they don't get played on the radio, so we've gone to several concerts. And Jamie Johnson sings a song called "Lead Me Home." It's a song you ought to look up. It's kind of like an end of life song, and it's one I want played at my funeral. But that's probably one of my favorite songs. What's my favorite thing to do on YouTube? Well, I like just showing whatever I'm working on. Just kind of showing my life. You know, my whole channel focus is for my family, so you know I don't have any kind of desire to grow it to be a big money maker or anything like that. It will never do that, I don't think. But I like to show what I'm doing, things I'm creating, things I'm working on. But I will tell you, I really enjoy interacting with the comments. There's a couple people that seem to always comment on my videos, and I always enjoy that little snippet of conversation that you can have. So I guess that would be my favorite thing on YouTube. And the last one is kind of a different one. Is what's my favorite candy? I don't eat a lot of candy. I will if it's sitting around. You know, Christmas time we always have little chocolates and stuff like that around. But I like dark chocolate. I guess that'd be my favorite. So that's kind of the questions that were sent to me to do on this Get to Know Me challenge in 2025. The video is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm going to wrap it up. Now, in this challenge, I'm supposed to tag some other people. I honestly, I don't even know channels to tag. I really don't pay attention a whole lot. I mean, I watch several different YouTube channels, but the ones I watch are probably, you know, they probably wouldn't even respond to anything I'd request. So I'm not going to tag anybody. I don't have anybody to tag. But I tell you what, if you have any other questions for me, drop them down in the comments and I will answer them, or I will actually do a video on them if they're interesting enough. Now, I said I lived all around the world. I've resided in Southeast Asia, worked in Cambodia, lived in Cambodia for a stretch of time, worked in Thailand, Myanmar. I've been in Haiti, done work there, Guatemala several times, in Europe. I've been all over. So if you're curious about anything, you drop a comment below and I'll answer it. Other than that, what you see is what you get. Here at Who's Your Life, I'm Mark in the shop. I got to get busy. I'm making a birdhouse, actually probably a set of apartments for some birds that I'll get done and place out in my yard for spring. Maybe I'll put something like that in the video. But until next time, I really appreciate you watching. Hit that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.